Welcome, friends. We are your hosts, Sandy and Wade, baby best friends turned husband and wife and business partners.
This podcast is for the dreamers, the movers and shakers, and those who seek to attract their dream life.
Strap in. Getting magnetic in 3, 2, 1.
Like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand.
You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
This moment in time, this is your time to rise.
Gratitude, and specifically gratitude journaling, has completely shaped and shifted the course of Sandy and my life. When we started acknowledging what we were grateful for and expressing it, writing it down on paper, and expressing gratitude for what was to come, everything changed for us. We've been so moved by gratitude and gratitude journaling that we decided to create our own gratitude journal, and we put it on Amazon. It's called the 90-Day Habits Gratitude Journal. It is great for just a daily gratitude practice over 90 days. It's great for you. It's great for your team, your family, your friends, a great stocking stuffer. So we'll drop the link in the show notes to get it on Amazon. It's $9.99, and it can and it will change your life. Let's get to the show. Howdy, y'all. It's Wade. I'm in the studio solo today. Sandy's actually nursing as we speak. Yes, we had baby Cam. We are going to devote some episodes to birth, parenthood, becoming mother and father, and all of those things. For now, we're focused on finishing out this Elevate the Entrepreneur in You series, so stay tuned for that. Really excited about that because, oh my goodness, you realize just the most heart-opening, most transformational experience of your life is having a child, right? That's going to be we're really excited for that. But today, okay, let's backtrack. Where have we been throughout this series? First, we understood why. Why are we doing what we're doing? In building this business, why are we doing it? When your why is big enough, obstacles cease to exist. Or when your why is big enough, the how is easy. Easy might not be the right word, but it's like if I wake up every day and I think, why am I doing this for my baby, Cameron North Critides? Like, if that's my motivating factor, like everything is going to be way easier than if it's just for me or just for money. So we went through the why. Sandy, oh my gosh, that was a great episode. We then went through, okay, why I'm doing what I'm doing. What is my vision for it? What is my vision for this vehicle, this business, this opportunity for me? Where is this taking me? What is my vision for my life? We expressed some gratitude as if we're 5 years down the road, what our life looks like. We started to get that vision casting. What is my life going to look like? What will I be grateful for 5 years from now? We then went to decision, decided heart, deciding I will do this until I'm at where I want to be, until that vision comes true. I will keep on. I will keep going. I will not stop. I will remind myself of my why and my vision, because a decided heart cannot fail. When you decide I will do this no matter what, you eliminate failure. So today I want to keep moving forward, keep progressing in kind of a systematic approach here. And we've captured big vision. Let's go into goal setting, because vision can oftentimes be dreams, but not until we put a timeline on it does it become a goal. Goals are dreams written down with a timeline on it. And when it stays a dream and a vision, and there's no, it doesn't, I'm not focused on when it happens. Like, I just hope one day I'm there. You don't have the urgency to work towards it. So there's a balance between releasing the how, but also setting goals and putting a little urgency in your life. Because when, you put your head down and focus for 6 months, it can get you years ahead in life. For 90 days, it can get you years ahead in life. So with that said, let's talk goals. Let's talk how to set goals, what to do, why they're important. I think there was a Harvard study, right? I'm remembering this stat from a while ago, but they studied Harvard students like 10 years out of school, and they studied who wrote down goals or who had goals. If you walk around on the street and start asking people like, hey, what are your goals for the next 5 years? I bet you 80 to 90% of people would be like, they don't even have them. So then you realize, whoa, you're just kind of like drifting along. Like you probably could pull out some like, oh, I want to travel to Spain, which is a goal. But like you probably some desires and wants. But people these days, honestly, what I've realized, they don't really have goals in their life. They have like dreams maybe. Oh, I'd love to retire to an island. I'd love to do this, this, and that. They have these big things that they'd love to do, but they aren't goals. There's no timeline around it. So there's no urgency towards it. It's almost like, I hope, I wish, like I hope I get lucky. I hope life lines up for me where this can happen and Bitcoin goes to $1 million and I can retire and don't have to do a job that I hate anymore and I can buy a vacation home. No, we need goals. So first, set yourself apart by having goals and setting goals. And what I want you to do first is set those, and we kind of already talked about this, but those long-term goals. Do you have 5-year and 10-year goals? Do you know where you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? So set those long-term goals because that's the vision. Those are the dreams, and make them tangible. That can be vision board, that can be wherever you want it, but know them, talk about them with your spouse, your business partners, whoever it is. Like the more you talk about what you talk about, you bring about. So get clear-ish, we don't know exactly, but 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where do you want to be? Let that be your North Star, your guiding light, your 5-year goals. Let's just focus on 5. So set those 5-year goals. And it's funny, Matthew McConaughey, I've brought this up before. He said, I'm always competing with me 10 years from now. Who can I be? How good can I be? What can I accomplish 10 years from now? And he's always competing with himself 10 years from now. Even when 10 years lapses, like, oh, are you proud? Are you happy you did this, this, and that? He's like, yeah, no, that's great. But no, I'm competing with me now 10 years from now. Awesome. Anyways, we set the 5-year, 10-year vision. Now let's break it down. Let's break it down into goals. Let's put timelines on our dreams because we need that. We need that urgency. We need that focus to really start moving towards. You realize you set the vision and the dreams, but it's about then waking up every day and taking steps towards those dreams. And that's where goals come into play. We aren't always going to hit them, but we're going to be the people who set the goals and go for the goals. So I already said it. You're already in the 10% if you have goals. And back to the Harvard study, what percent of those people wrote them down? Like 3%, something like that. 3% of people write down their goals. Grant Cardone, one of my digital mentors, extremely successful real estate investor. He now just has a brand, 10X. And he writes down his 10 most important goals on a note card by his bedside, and he reviews them every night before bed and every morning when he wakes up. So his day ends with his goals in mind, and his day starts with his goals in mind. You know what? I haven't done that in a while. I think I'm going to do that. There's a call to action for everyone. Once we get to the end of this episode, when you figure out your goals, write them down on a note card, leave them by your bedside, review them before bed, review them when you wake up. Because you're going to start to consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously, you're going to start to dream about them. You're going to start to, when you're awake, move towards them. Okay, from there. How do we set goals? Some of you may have heard this, and I think I covered this in an early episode, but a goal-setting method is often referred to as the SMART method. So we're going to go through that. Let's take our big vision, and let's set goals through the end of this year, or even the end of this month. Figure that out. So let's set multiple timelines, the end of this month and the end of this year. And we're going to use the SMART model. And so I'm going to go through that. And really what Sandy and I like setting goals and what we've realized in our experience, 90-day goals are huge. Tony Robbins said we often overestimate what we can do in a short time, like a year or 90 days, and we underestimate what we can do in the long run. So no goals are too big, especially in the long run. But in the short run, we're going to use the SMART method. S stands for specific. Get specific with your goal. Not like, oh, I want to make more money. That's not specific. A penny more is more money. So get specific with your goal. Get measurable. S is specific. M is measurable. Again, I want to make more money. Not measurable. I want to make $10,000 this month. That is specific and that is measurable. Let's see what else. Let's say it's health goal. I want to lose weight. Not specific, not measurable. I'd like to lose 10 pounds in the next 6 weeks. Specific and measurable. What's the A? Attainable. Is it, attainable? Now, I don't want to say you can do the impossible. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. But is it attainable? Are you saying, I want to go to the moon next month? No matter how hard you tried, that's probably not going to happen. I would never say never, but make it attainable for what you're moving towards. Like if there's 4 levels in your business, or if there's, certain levels in your business, do you want to jump from the 1st to the 4th next month? Is that even possible? Does the structure of your business model allow for that? Like, probably not. So make sure it's attainable. R is relevant. Some people use realistic. I don't like realistic. People who set realistic goals are a little bit above average. Don't set realistic goals, but make sure it's attainable. So let's say it's relevant. Set a goal relevant to what you're moving towards, relevant to your 5-year plan, relevant to your 5-year goals and vision and dreams. Because that's the thing. It's like, let's not get off course. Let's take those steps daily by the end of the month, by the end of the year, in the next 90 days, all towards that North Star of that 5-year vision for ourselves and our life. So set attainable goal, relevant goal, and T is timeline. Put a timeline on it. By November 30th, I will have generated this in my business. I will have helped this many people. What does that look like? By December 31st, I will be at this level in my business. I will have helped this many people. My team and my organization will have helped this many people. We will be generating this much in sales. What is that? So go through the SMART method and use it. And I encourage, especially if you are in sales, if you are on a month-to-month basis, every month, set your SMART goals for the month. Early on, day 1, set your intention for the month. And then set, how many people do I want to go out and help this month? How many people do I want to help level up in my team, in my organization? What do I want to do? Do I want to level up? Do I want to hit that next level? Set the goals, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-focused. Because when we put that timeline on our dreams, on our visions, they are no longer dreams, they're goals. They're something you're moving towards. And then it's about waking up every day and moving towards that. And setting these goals, what I also want you to do is make a declaration. So calls to action, set goals, even if you didn't set any this month. If you go into a month and you're just like, I'm just going to do what I do and hope for the best, that's not what high-level entrepreneurs do. They set specific goals. What you track grows. What you measure grows. How many conversations are you having? How many sales calls are you making? How many teammates are you connecting with? What are you doing? Like, track what you're doing and set your goals. I have a goal of this. I have a goal of that. And guess what? The more you can set your goal of what you can control, like let's say, there's a goal, you can set a goal of like, I want to hit this level, but chunk it down. Okay, that's a big goal. Okay, well, if I want to level up, last month I had 40 business conversations. This month I'll have 100. What's in your control? What's in your court? You can have control over how many conversations you have. You don't have control over other people. So when you set your goals, think about what can I control? Don't set your goals based on other people's action. Set it based on your action. So breaking it down from, my goal is to hit this level. Okay, I want you to keep chunking it down. To do that, I have to do this sales volume. Okay, to do that, that's helping this many people buy my goods or services. Okay, to do that, there might be a 10, 20, 30% conversion rate. If I have 10 conversations, how many people are going to purchase what I have to offer? Shoot, okay, let me break that down continuously. So, okay, let's say I have a goal of my organization helping 20 people this month. And let's say for every 10 people I talk to, 2 people purchase from me. Well, dang, okay. 2 people purchase times 10 is my 20 people helped. I do 2 out of 10, 10 times 10. I have to have 100 conversations on average to help 20 people. So keep breaking it down and make your goals about your action, not other people's action. Now continuing. So set those goals for the month, for the end of the year, and for the next 90 days. And obviously, organic plug there. If you don't have the 90-day cycle to New Habits Journal, it is incredible for entrepreneurs, for business builders, for tracking what you do daily in your business. And guess what? By the end of 90 days, if that thing is full, you're going to like where you're at in your business. If it's not, you're going to know why you're not where you want to be. And guess what? Every month, there's a page for goal setting, for setting your SMART goals, your tangible goals. from there, when you set goals, I want to go into story time. I remember when I first hired a business coach to become an entrepreneur, to start a coaching business, which I didn't even know fully what that was, but he was doing it. And I was like, I can do it. He had me set 6-month goals, and they scared the crap out of me. And I went through the same method, the SMART method. They scared the crap out of me. I went from like, okay, I'm an employee in my finance job, and I'm working this coaching business part-time after hours, and I'm setting these goals, and he's encouraging me to reach higher, and I'm going through this kind of goal-setting workshop like we are today. And I set a bunch of goals, and I'm like, I get to the end of it, and I make a vision board out of it, and I'm like, I immediately get just flushed with imposter syndrome. It's like, who do I think I am? Like, how am I going to do this? And guess what? The how, you never know how it's going to unfold. But my brain started to go there. How the hell am I going to do this? I think one of them was like, I want to make $10,000 a month in my coaching business. I want to speak on stage in front of 100 people. I want to, I forget what they all were, but every single one of them scared me. And so that's what I also want to encourage you. Your goals shouldn't feel comfortable. Maybe you set tiers. Maybe you set this is my non-negotiable goal this month, and here's my reach, my scary goal. But I want you to work for that reach, that scary goal, and hit your non-negotiable no matter what. So these goals all scared me. I flushed with imposter syndrome. How the hell am I going to do this? I had no idea. Months are going in. I'm working the business, but I'm nowhere near my goals. 4 months in out of 6, I'm nowhere near them. I'm making progress and traction, but I'm nowhere near them. But guess what? I was determined. I was focused. I was moving towards it every day. I didn't know how it would happen, but I knew why I was doing it. I had a vision for it, and I had the work ethic. I would wake up and align myself every day towards it and work towards it. And what happened? It's almost crazy, but I look back, and in that 6-month time frame, I ended up partnering with Sandy in business because I realized she was business coaching. She was health coaching. She was doing what I wanted to do. And together we partnered towards the end of that 6-month time frame. And, I got to give her like all the credit, but we partnered together and we make a great team. And I look back and I saw that vision board and I realized, oh my gosh, I hit all of the goals, but it wasn't how I thought it was going to happen. Wade going out, starting his own business, doing his own thing, having his own coaching business, and making all these goals happen. It was right in front of my nose the whole time. It was, partnering with Sandy, 2 is better than 1. We're more powerful as a team. We hit all of the goals together as a team through the business that Sandy had started building, and we partnered together, and it was incredible. And Sandy was the full foundation there, but it was crazy for me to see that I didn't know how it would happen, but it all happened. Not how I expected, but it all happened. So have faith. Be the person who decides I am going for the goals, because guess what? Hitting the end goal actually isn't the goal. It's who you become along the way. It's who you become along the process. It's the growth that happens. It's when you're the person who sets goals and goes for them. It's more about the growth in you, the leadership development in you, than it is about hitting a number. It's about who you become. And when you decide I'm the person who sets the goals, who works for them, who goes for them, and who has faith that I can achieve this no matter what, even if there's 48 hours left in a month and you're nowhere near your goal, are you the person who goes for it? Because those are the entrepreneurs that are going to last, that have endurance, that are long lasting, that have vision, that have the willpower, the character to keep forging ahead. So with that said, goals and declaration. I almost forgot the declaration. In your business, when you set goals, declare them to someone. Declare them to your mentor, or declare them to your spouse, or declare them to someone where you feel bad if you declare this to them and let them down. Declare it to your child, whoever it is, your best friend, your mom. Say, hey, this is what I'm doing this month. This is what I'm doing by the end of the year. This is what I'm doing in the next 90 days. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Instagram. The more public your declaration is, the better. The more accountability you set in. That's another thing. It was optional, but we had when I talking about the 6-month goals, when I first started coaching, we had an option to put it on Facebook and go live and declare it and post it. And I did it. And people, you know, it was awesome. People were like, wow, props, mad respect. I would never do that, but props to you. That's crazy. And it was scary. Like I look back at the live Sandy and I saw it the other, you know, few months ago. She was like, wow, you're so cute. Look at you. You were so nervous. And I, you know, I don't usually get nervous doing stuff like that, but I was nervous. I was declaring these crazy goals. So I encourage you to declare it to your team, your mentor, your whoever it is. Declare those goals, because it's going to layer in accountability towards it, and it's going to motivate you to wake up and work towards it, because you're going to be like, I'm the person who, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. When I set a goal, I go for it. Be the person who goes for it no matter what. That's a wrap on goal setting. Till next time. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible.
So remember, you are magnetic.